Good morning, everybody. So this session of mine today focus on 3 gambles in the business insurance. Much like sunscreen, most of the business do not realize it until they are burned. Yes, and also they do not realize it how much they are applying for. Many times they think we are protected, we don't need it. But few things which I'm going to take you through today, it's for all the businesses, something to must have things or something which you need to rethink about it if you have also thought about similar mistakes which I'm going to talk about today. Let's see these. Most of the time, bigger businesses, large companies, they have already an insurance department set there for them, and they look after all kind of risk on place. They have qualified people sitting there to look after that thing. But what happens for smaller businesses, smaller companies, or new setup? If you are doing that, are you aware of everything, or you think I'm just profitable anyways and we are just few people, we don't need these areas, or probably you're not even aware about this thing? So those who get hurt, I would say those who get burned more are the small business owners. Entrepreneurs ignore the areas, not because they want to, probably they are not simply aware about that. So today I'm going to take you very quick 3 common mistakes, 3 gambles, I would say, if you are taking towards your business, you're putting your business on a higher risk. Insurance. One size fit to all. No, insurance doesn't fit same for everything. Some other friend of yours who had taken XYZ policy and suggested you, by the way, I've taken this policy, you can take this one. Or some advisor simply comes to your door and tells you, this is the policy, this is what this does, and you can sign it, this is the premium for that, and you sign it simply. No, it doesn't work that way out. You shouldn't be taking out any policy because somebody else taken it exactly the same way you want to take it. It has a different risk. Your business is different type. Your business is a different number of employees, and the nature of your business is different. So you hold different kind of a risk on your place. Therefore, your product, your solution has to be different, uniquely designed. It doesn't have to be a product from off the shelf. What if tomorrow life insurance or risk insurance and WC insurance start being available in the supermarket? Would you just simply pick it up? It doesn't happen that way, isn't it? So insurance is definitely not one size fits to all. Number 2, you think you are already covered in other policy. That's what I hear it very, very often from most of the people I meet with. If I will ask them, your employees are covered 24/7, they say, yeah, we are covered. This is what I oftenly hear, we are covered in what and how much. The very recent example I had, like I have got 800 employees in one company. Company is 30-year-old, and they have said, we have a workman compensation policy on place already. We have a group life policy already. I said, you have both policies. Do you really need both? Yeah, we are well covered. We are well covered. Okay. So they had an accident at the workplace where the employee was severely injured, and his expenses were about 90,000 to recover his health. How much was policy covering on a medical expenses in this policy? Only 15,000 dirhams. You are not covered. You don't realize it when it really comes to it because you don't have people sitting in the office. Your CFO, your HR head, they may be good at their work, but they're not insurance expert. You have to get insurance advice from the right people on place. You have to get your policy studied by right people in there. What conditions are there? Until the claim comes in, you wouldn't realize it. What was covered, what was not covered, what could have been covered in that. Number 3, this is fantastic one. Actually, this is what I hear every single day. Every person thinks, business owners thinks that our business is not that kind of a risk, we didn't ever had some kind of a losses, we never had fire, we are security protected, we are fully protected, we take such measures on place, and they think you are invincible. That's a good word. So Doesn't happen that way. So what happens when you have a business insurance policy on place, such as fire protection policy on place, and in your fire protection policy you do not have a business interruption probably covered into it? How much losses can happen if any natural disaster happen and your business is completely shut down because of the natural disaster or some other major risk, which is suddenly uncertainties? Uncertainty can hit anybody. I think that's a lesson every single person would have learned in this pandemic 2020. I wouldn't take my conversation towards that. Pandemic doesn't happen every year, but such uncertainties can happen anytime, anywhere. And that's why insurance exists, for potential risk. That's why insurance exists. And well, those are the wise people who take decision on right time, right place, for the right amount. You just need a right advisor right on place to see your policies, what's covered, what's not covered in your policy. You are not invincible. Anything can happen to your business. You may be in a cement business. You say, okay, this is so solid product, I have it, and we don't have such kind of a higher losses. So we never had any claim in last 20 years. Good for you, but you never know the future. You want to sleep peacefully? Get all your business policies read by somebody expert and see what are the basic policies you must have it. Not should, you must have it. If you're running a business, yes, business protection is one thing which you need to have it, look into it, keep an insurance if you have the right person and you think that person really, you're owner yourself. If you don't have policy for yourself, you definitely already putting your business on higher risk. Do you have a property all insurance on place for your office? Even if it's small office or bigger office or huge warehouse or small warehouse, property all insurance. And what does it cover into that? In property all risk cover. Workman compensation policy, another third policy, highly recommended. Do you have it for your employees? Again, if you have 5 employees or 5,000 employees, this covers your employees at any risk, any injury which they have it at the work. You may think that I'm in an office, I don't get my people injured in my office, I'm not a factory or something, but you never know what can happen. Better sleep peacefully and cover employees for workman compensation. There are certain section free zones actually make it mandatory to have your people covered under the workman compensation policy, and many are companies who offer better benefits to their employees. They do leverage it with the group life, so they cover them 24/7 anyways, much larger cover than the WC policy. Liability policy, third party liability policy, this is also a fourth important policy. If you're ignoring that piece, or if you think you do not know about that because of your business, because of the risks which you may give it to somebody else and losses to somebody else because of your property, because of your negligency, those are the business liabilities fall into it. So these are some 4 important policies which I would say do look into it. One more policy which you cannot ignore it anymore is the group health insurance, because this become mandatory now. Things which is mandatory, you cannot ignore it, but things which is still not mandatory, you still kind of take a chance on that. I don't need to spend on that. Sleep peacefully, consider these 4 important policies on your business, and also rethink about the things. If you are thinking one size fits to all, no. You already covered. Please check one more time what's covered in your policy. Invincible. You are not invincible. Hope these points are helpful to you. Please do send me your comments and do follow me on my YouTube channel, Leena Parvani, and you can send out your question. I will be able to answer it as much as I can. Thank you so much.